What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Yours truly, Kendrick McKnight here, back again with another video. Make sure you guys like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel for more content. Conversations with yours truly, Kendrick McKnight, episode 12. Back at you once again. I am solo for today's video, man. And what are today's topics, man? Today's topics is about goal setting and having goals and continuing to chase after your goals and never stop chasing after your goals, even if it gets very overwhelming, very um, intimidating, honestly, as far as going after something and going after the unknown, right? And because nothing you do in life is pretty set. You know what I mean? We all don't know what's on the other side of that door. You know what I mean? So we have to continue to go after it and open it and see what's there. Any opportunity, any chance, hope that we have, and what we want. We always have to open that door and see what God has for us. You know what I'm saying? What to do, right? What to do when things are not going your way, when things aren't, you know, going to plan, right? We're gonna talk about that a little bit. Internship, my internship, man. I don't know if I say anything about my internship on my channel. We're gonna speak about that a little bit. Broadcast writing, sports writing, something that I've never envisioned myself doing. You know what I mean? Like you did, I did a little broadcast writing, news writing, like in college and whatever, but I never envisioned myself, actually writing, like doing articles and stuff like that. Um, it's not that bad. It's pretty cool. I like it. Um, Having a depression, right? Having a depressed state of mind and what to do to keep your mind off of things that get you into that state of mind. Um, and I'm gonna dive into two, just two, yes, two things that is on my dream list. My dream list is things that I would like to do in life before God feels like it's my time to leave this earth. You know what I mean? Just two, just two, right? Just two. You know what I mean? That I'm gonna share with you guys. But and a little bit of WWE, talk here and there. You know what I'm saying? To end it off. But let's get into goals, man. Goals, 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 goals. What are goals, right? Goals are things that we set out for ourselves to do in life before we perish, before we leave this earth, and things to do that makes us feel wholesome as people, as individuals, as God's children, right? Um, I've shared many times on this channel how passionate and how driven of a person I am as far as broadcasting and what I want to do within that field. Broadcaster, interviewer, commentator, whatever you want to call it for the WWE. That is the ultimate goal as far as a career for me personally. And I know it's not one of those things that you wake up and you are already on that mountaintop. You have to be able to work jobs, right? You have to work jobs to ultimately get to a career. I kind of use that example with Chris Rock, in his stand up. I can't remember the name of the stand up, but he was saying like you have to work jobs to get to a career. You know what I'm saying? He was using that example, in a comedic way. You know what I'm saying? But it's serious. You know what I'm saying? Nobody in this world, wakes up into their dream job or their dream career or you don't wake up one day with your dream car. You know what I'm saying? You don't wake up one day living in your dream house. You know what I'm saying? It's called a journey for a reason, right? It's called a journey for a reason. It's called, patience and pounding that pavement to ultimately get to where you want to be. And just believing in God, man, and knowing that, if you have the faith and if you have, the gratitude, and you gotta learn how to be still and know that he is God and he is a way maker. And ultimately, for sure, know that everything doesn't happen within our timing. It's his timing, right? And once you instill that into your brain and this noggin that is hard for me, especially, everything will be good, man. Everything be good. Everything will be good. And what keeps me going, like for me personally, what keeps me going is like I said, I'm a very passionate and driven person, and I know what I want in life. Um, like I close my eyes and I see and I envision where I want to be, and I see the mountaintop. And what's been tough for me is the little steps to climb to ultimately get to that mountaintop. You know what I'm saying? That's the struggle. Like I know what I want. I know what I want to do. I see the mountaintop. I see what I want. And I have it all written down. Do 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 do. It's just the little steps and the little climbs that I have to make to ultimately get to that I struggle with because I don't know, right? And hopefully this internship is, that little step for me. But what keeps me going, man? I just know what I want, and I consider myself a person that is driven to break generational curses. You know what I'm saying? And just being different from, friends, family, and just being unique. When people ask me this question, well, when I ask people this question and they reverse it back to me and wonder my thoughts about, you know, I ask people whenever it's your time to leave this earth, how do you want people to remember you? Right. And I get different perspectives from different people. And from my perspective, I give people the exact same answer through and day in and day out, through and through, right? I want to be remembered as the guy that when everybody else went left, Kendrick went right. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not a follower. I'm not a person that tries to do whatever it takes to try to fit in. I am who I am. What you see is what you get. My dad lived that life, and I am a complete replica of that. You know what I mean? Just doing what makes you happy. Go after what you want to do in life. You know what I'm saying? Oh well, nobody in my family went to school for broadcasting, and it's just us. Nobody in my city or nearby areas are going to school for something like that. So what makes Kendrick a little bit? What makes you think that you can do that? You know what I'm saying? Like, why not me? Why can I not be the one? You know what I'm saying? So that keeps me going to know that I'll be the first, number one, number one. You know what I'm saying? The one. Throw the ones up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But yeah, it's just it's something that I think about a lot. And my family, my mom, my brothers, what I'm saying, my sister, and taking care of the people, taking care of the family. Um and ultimately, of course, um continuing to make the people that I love, people that I care about, that are no longer here physically, proud. Obviously my dad, my grandma, um, a very close friend of my mom's that I just adored, pretty much watched me grow up. You know what I'm saying? I loved her a lot. Um, even people that I went to school with, middle school, high school, no longer here. I put them on my back. I put them on my back as well. Even though we may not have been close, we may not have been, the greatest of friends, but I literally went to school with you. I spent time with you in class, getting our education together, and you're no longer in this journey with me. That's tough. You know what I'm saying? So like I respectfully put them on my backs as well to prove and show that anybody can make it, even if you're from Goldsboro, North Carolina, right? And so I do that. That keeps me going. That keeps me motivated. That keeps me pushing. Um, and even when things doesn't go your way, that's just life. You feel what I'm saying? Like that's just what it is. That's just what's going to happen in life. As tough and as brutal as it is for me personally, um, as long as you keep the faith, man, as long as you keep pounding that pavement and continue to know what you want and continue to have that um, dream, aspiration in hindsight, and continue to go after it. Eventually, you're going to get there, right? So that's just what it is, man. Continue to write things down too. Continue to write things down, whether it's positive or negative emotions, um, and continue to write down your list. I do it all the time, you know. I do it all the time as far as like writing down what I want, writing down the list, um, strategizing plans or strategizing, continue to strategize in your mind what you want to do. Imagine, use that imagination. That's probably God's greatest gift to us is imagination and having that imagination of what you want to do and everything that comes with it. And your family and people that surround you and your inner circle and people that you love are the beneficiaries, beneficiaries. Yeah, people that benefits off that. You know what I'm saying? So that's just how it goes. You know what I'm saying? Continue to write it down. Look it up. Look at it. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me. I remember one time I wrote down my list and I cut it out and I put it on my wall. Um, that way I looked at it every single day waking up, every single day coming back from work, every single day, even when there's times when I'm in my head about it, and I'm like, oh, yes, sir. You know what I'm saying? So it's motivation. It's something that keeps me going and pushes me and guides me as my motivation to to continue to dream, continue to dream about the dream list. Absolutely. Um, and the step that I'm taking within that dream, within that goal, is my internship. Um, I think a month ago now, like a month and a half ago, I was on LinkedIn, man, and shout out to LinkedIn. And there's everybody that's been in my corner as far as like the school system, um, pushing me to get on there and look for jobs because just going on Google and look it up like, oh, broadcasting, blah, 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 that's not going to get you not far at all, man. So like continue to go on LinkedIn and just look up jobs. Oh, excuse me, or internships. I was doing that one day, man, and just applying. The more you do it, the more things can go in your favor. I applied for this position, this unpaid. It's okay. It's okay if it's unpaid. It doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? Like, um, yeah, it's unpaid, but it is paying um your mind and paying in the brain as far as like continuing, like Like, okay, this is something that you can put on a resume. Like, okay, you were a sports writer for this company. You know what I'm saying? That's okay. That's cool. You know what I mean? And that's what I did, man. I had gotten the opportunity, the blessings to um be a sports writer intern for this guy and his podcast and what he's doing remotely, which is pretty cool. And two articles, two articles a week. Uh both of them being, 500 words each, which is fine. I don't again, it's been 3 years for me. 3 years since graduation. And this is the very first real true opportunity to show what I have post graduation and everything that I've learned from school and whatever, and even from my online degree program. So yeah, this is like no, I'm not playing around with this, you know what I'm saying? Because this is like my life here. This is my career. Spoke about that earlier. Career. You gotta do what you gotta do to get to that point. You gotta work jobs to get to that career. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, just gotta pound that payment. But yeah. My days are Mondays and Thursdays to post about, Mondays are about WWE articles. Thursdays are NBA articles. So yeah, man, I'm a plug it. You know what I'm saying? It's such a interesting thing, but it's called Damn It, Coach. Damn it. Is it? Wait. Let me see. Damn it, Coach. You're right. I think so. Yeah. Damn it, Coach. You're right. Um, Interesting name for a podcast. Company thing, but hey, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Like I said, it's something to put on your resume for other people to continue to look at and see. You feel what I'm saying? And continue to update that LinkedIn. You know what I'm saying? The more and more and more you put out there, you never know who may see it and come across it. Right. So that's the interesting part, and I love it. I enjoy it. I get done with my articles like quickly because it's talking about something that I'm very interested in and very knowledgeable in. For anybody in the world that knows me knows that I am extremely knowledgeable in professional wrestling, preferably WWE. So anything WWE, 500 words, easy. So, NBA is typically easy too, depending on the topic and what I'm talking about, what I'm speaking about. And yeah, man, I love it. It's interesting. Um, as of today, today's Tuesday. I'm going to be posting this video on a Wednesday, the very next day. So while I'm posting this, and before my job that I'm working, ultimately to get to a career, yeah, I'm going to post this, then work on my next article, which is what today's Tuesday, right? I'm going to post this video on a Wednesday. So my MBA article is due Thursday. So I'm going to work on that before my job that I'm working simply to continue to push to get a what? Career. Yeah. So yeah, man, I love it. It's interesting. Keeps me on my toes as far as like, keeps the mind going as far as, what to write about and especially when the season gets here, it's gonna be so much to talk about, man. You know what I mean? Obviously the Olympics, Steph Curry coming out of nowhere. LeBron James, 40 years old, still moving around like he's 25. One of the greatest of all time. One of the greatest of all time. One of the greatest of all time. Preferably, he's in my top three. Okay. That's as much as I can give him. Okay, he's number three. All right. LeBron James is the third greatest player to ever play the game, in my perspective, in how I see the game. Okay. Is that okay? Because I know you Braun fans, if he's not number one, it's disrespect. How? How? I put the man in my top three. You guys are weird, man. Chill. Relax. All right? Relax, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Eh. Of course, Kevin Durant, one of the greatest, arguably the greatest pure scorer to ever touch a basketball. Like you put him up there with a Curry, you know what I'm saying, with a Kobe, with pure scorers. Could you put a T Mac in there, pure scorer? You know what I'm saying? Could you put him in there? Could you put AI in that conversation? A pure scorer, like 20, 30 plus every night, right? So yeah, Kevin Durant is in that conversation for me. Jordan, did you put Jordan in that conversation? A pure scorer? Could you put Michael Jordan in that conversation? So yeah, like I love talking about NBA stuff. WWE, of course, I posted my latest WWE article about John Cena, my favorite wrestler of all time, the wrestler that got me into wrestling, my hero growing up. You know what I'm saying? John Cena, his retirement tour, and how he much he means to WWE and the fans all around the world. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna hang it up officially next year, man, at the end of 2025, December. So we got a whole year from January to December. We have a whole year to witness and watch excellence and the aura that John Cena brings to the company. I'm excited for it. The expectations are gonna be crazy. You know what I'm saying? But I'll be talking about that later in my WWE portion of this video. But yeah, man, I love talking about WWE, man. NBA. So this internship has been pretty solid. I love it. Um, Soon I will be on actual podcast with the overseer, the curator of this internship, and alongside of people that's in the internship with me. So that's gonna be a vibe. You know what I'm saying? I love that. That's gonna be pretty cool. I'm excited. Um, Depression. That's a deep word. Um, that's something that I've been battling. Particularly a couple of days ago, man. I had a deep um depression for like past not a mm, what's today? It's Tuesday. I'll say last Friday. Last Friday. Yeah. I think pretty much the whole weekend. For me, um, this one of those moments, man, of when you have certain plans in your life in your head, like, oh, by this age I should be doing this. By this age I should be here in life, and by this age I should be here and there, and boom, 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 and I should have this, right? We all have plans, and when they don't occur the way that you see it, I don't know if it's like a Virgo thing or like a Kendrick thing. By the way, my birthday's next week. it comes natural to plan and want things to go your way, the way that you see it. But going back again to what I said, everything doesn't go your way, it goes to God's way. And sometimes that's a struggle for me. And sometimes when things doesn't go the way that I want, and there's such a big and huge and massive and gigantic roadblock that's in my way, I tend to just be like, you know what, bro? Maybe this isn't it for me. Maybe I need to change the course. Maybe I need to rethink life and rethink what I'm doing and go to another direction. And I'm just like, why would I do that? I wouldn't necessarily say I wasted, but like I I did all of this work. Why stop now? One of my favorite quotes of all time comes from someone that I don't really care for like that, but Kim Kardashian. One of the greatest quotes I've ever heard, and I personally live by, comes from a celebrity like that. But what'd she say? I've come, I didn't come this far just to come this far, right? That's that's so good to me. I love that. I love that message. Like I didn't come this far just to come this far. I didn't come from this far, right? Just to be like, I'm cool. I'm cool right here. Knowing that I didn't go this far just to be this far. I want to be up here, right? Continue to go, 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 right? Why be content? Why settle? Why do this? Why do that when you knew and you know the goal? So go after the goal. Why you are just feeling stuck and feeling um like, man, you know what? I'm good, man. I'm good right here. Why know I going back to what I said earlier of fearing the unknown and fearing, you know, the word failure, becoming a failure, um, and feeling like that you're not good enough, which is false, right? False. It's easy thing to get hemmed up in those type of thoughts, right? And so, the best way to cope with that is just it's such an easy thing to say, oh, try to get your mind off of it, watch a movie, go to bed, take a nap. You know what I mean? But when you wake up, you're gonna be thinking about it again, right? And so my message, and my advice to that is once again to write things down, continue to do that. Maybe go for a walk. Go for a walk, clear your head. You know what I'm saying? Go out with friends. Do something that's going to keep your mind occupied and going. Because sitting on that was tough. That was a tough thing to do. You know what I mean? But that's okay, right? It's okay to feel that way. It's okay to um feel down and feel like a failure. It's okay to think that. But the worst thing is to convince yourself that you are that. So yeah, man, you're not a failure. You're not a failure. I have to constantly tell myself that. Because like I said, I was one of those people that feel like, oh, this age, I should be doing this. This age, I should be doing that. I should be, you know what I mean? I was like that for a long time. And after a while, you start to just live life. You know what I mean? Just live and continue to go after what you want. Um, like I said, it took me 3 years graduating from my undergrad to finally have something coming my way as far as an opportunity, as far as like internship or job wise. Now I have it in front of me with this internship, and I'm making the best of it. I love it. It's not something that I went to school for as far as like sports writing. I was like, I want to be on TV. I want to broadcast. I want to interview. But sports writing is a part of broadcasting. You never know. I might get a sports writing gig somewhere. You know what I mean? And that's cool. You have to start somewhere. You know what I mean? You can't just go automatically to the top just like that. And boom, because you have no journey to share. You will not have a journey to share with anyone if you just close your eyes and boom, you're at your mountaintop and you're doing what you've always wanted to do. What story are you telling? Please tell me. What journey can you share with people? What advice can you tell anyone that's struggling and feeling like a failure and feeling like they're not good enough to get to where you want to be? What advice can you tell them? Because you closed your eyes and you was there already. You rushed it. So you have nothing to share. You have no knowledge to share with this next person. You know what I mean? So that it's called a journey for a reason. Um, the good, the bad, the ugly, the indifferent. Continue to push, continue to go, continue to go and go and go and go, man. And next thing you know, things will pop off for you, man. It will, for sure. You know what I mean? So having that state of mind is sometimes not a good thing. Obviously, it's not a good thing, but sometimes it could be a good thing, because you care so much about what you want to do in life that it's eating you up inside. It's like, man, like, but the strong thing is continue to strive and continue to, you know, run after it and push and push and push and remember why you are doing it. Remember your why. I've been seeing that quote for a while and having that quote in my head. Remember your why you even started this journey in the first place, right? Why do you even do what you do? I mentioned earlier, family, friends, the ones that's here, and the ones that's no longer here. That's what pushes me. And being the one, you know, I'm pretty sure there was no true big expectations out of me from primary, middle, high school. My classmates, Kendrick, the quiet, shy kid. You know what I'm saying? Nobody envisioned me doing this. Nobody envisioned me having a podcast, talking. Actually, Kendrick McKnight is actually talking. What's life? That's insane. Wow. You wanna know why? That's so shocking because I believed. Nobody else believed, but I did. I wanted to go after my dream. I wanted to go after my goal. And that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. You know what I'm saying? So that's just that. Continue to turn heads, continue to make believers out of non-believers. Yeet. You know what I'm saying? Do that. So it's okay. It's like I said, it's okay to feel the negatives. It's okay to feel indifferent. It's okay to, feel all of the negative emotions, but continue to strive and continue to remember your why. All right. And, I speak about my goals, I speak about my dreams, and what is it that I want to do? Like, I have like 13, 14. Let's see. I have like 13, 14 things on my dream list that I want to do. Right. And yeah, 13. And by the grace of God, I was able to knock off three of those things. And, I'm beyond thankful and grateful and blessed to have achieved those things, right? More work has to be done though, right? I still got 10 more, right? And two of those things I'm going to discuss with you guys right now. I've always had a knack for writing as far as writing scripts. I'm a big movie guy. I've always been more of a fan of um movies than TV shows. I'm a huge horror movie guy, massive, big, gigantic, over just over the heels for horror movies and thrillers and suspense, right? I like action comedies or just straight comedy movies or straight up action movies. Sci-fi, it's cool, it's straight, you know what I'm saying? DC, Marvel, superhero movies, you know. Um, Never been a massive, gigantic, romantic movie guy. I'm just not, honestly, the last romantic movie that I watched was I guess you can call this a romantic movie, but there was this movie that I watched called the Where the Crawdads Sing. It's a beautiful movie, beautiful film that I had the opportunity of watching simply because of a course that I had taken in college. And it was actually a book. They had made a book, then made a movie out of it. And my professor told us that they was going to make a movie about it. I was like, okay. You know what I'm saying? Because I never heard about it. Never heard of the film, never heard of the book until the class. Like, yeah, right. They're not doing no movie about this. Not to say that the book wasn't good or the story wasn't good. I just wasn't expecting that. Then I graduate, and then like years later, well, not years, but like maybe like a year later, the movie actually comes out. I was like, oh, the movie's out. I gotta watch it. The movie's out. I gotta watch it. So I watched it. Better than the book to me. You know what I'm saying? Because I can, and once again, going back, God's greatest gift is our imagination. So when you read a book, you imagine and put, certain placements in what people do and what people say. And he's like, you visualize, like, oh, okay, as you're reading. But when you actually watch the movie, it's like, oh, I get it. I get it. You know what I'm saying? So I love movies, right? And I don't know when I started this, but I started writing scripts in my notes. Excuse me. Writing notes, writing scripts in my notes on my phone. I have over at least, oh my God, um, maybe, hmm, maybe 30, over 30, maybe over, yeah, over 30 scripts in my phone. Again, like horror movies, action, comedy, like one or two romantics, because you gotta expand the mind, suspense, thrillers, right? And of course, I'm starring in all of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, I'm starring in all of them. You think somebody else is gonna get my shine? You know what I mean? Like, come on now. But yeah, that's also something I want to do. Act. Yeah, I always wanted to act. But yeah, man, I love writing. I would share a couple movie ideas, but why would I do that? If somebody steals it and takes it away. That's plagiarism. Plagiarism? Plagiarism, yeah. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna take my idea away from me. No, not doing it. But yeah, I love writing scripts, and it's something that I thoroughly enjoy. And not half, but like some of those scripts came to me in my dreams actually. And I remember, and as soon as I woke up, I was like, whoa, what was that? Let me write that down. Right. And so yeah, pretty interesting. And I love it, man. Absolutely love it. And my last um dream and goal that I want to do before I move on to my WWE segment. Talk about WWE a little bit. And in this, my goal is to do a TED Talk. Um, I was never familiar with TED Talks until my college years. And because I had to, because it was for assignment, I had to listen to what the person was saying and conveying to me so I can write it down and test, quiz, exam, passed it, of course. Um, but yeah, I was always intrigued by that. Like someone coming up in front of a crowd of people to convince them on whatever that they are speaking about. And I was like, man, in my head, because again, one of God's greatest creations is a mind with imagination. And I imagine myself on that stage, and I was like, man, I can do that. That's easy. It's easy, right? But for a long time, I couldn't figure out what exactly I wanted to talk about. And that was that was tough. And so after a while, it just made sense. It just made perfect sense. And so for me, my father, for anyone that's a consistent watcher of my stuff and a lovely subscriber to my channel knows that my father passed away on December 31st, 2013, approaching 11 years this year. So which is interesting, 11. But I know what it's like, obviously, right? To lose someone at an early age because I was 16 when my dad passed. And so when you are that young and you lose someone that was so impactful and so influential in your life, you feel lost. You feel just like at the very bottom of the ocean and you're trying your hardest to try to swim up. But without a life jacket, you don't have a chance. Or you don't have the gear to have to swim up. You're done. You're cooked. Ain't that today's saying? You're cooked. Yeah. I'm not a part of this generation. You know what I'm saying? I'm a millennial. So I don't get involved with this this culture. Today's culture is sayings and cap and all those things. But I follow. I don't mean no, I follow along with what's the trends, but I don't follow and do it myself. Because again, going back to what I said earlier, when everybody goes left, Kendrick goes right. You feel what I'm saying? So I see you, I see it, I recognize it. Y'all do y'all, but I'm here, right? So I get it. But when you lose someone like that, that's a tough pill to swallow, especially at such an early age. And so, like for my TED talk, I want to speak about um, and like my main target audience would be for people that lost, mom or dad or anybody influential in your life at such an early age. But that's my main target, to know that it's okay. Um, to show you guys that, there is, it's pretty dim, but there is a light down a tunnel, and they, whoever passed away that was big in your life, will want you to continue to push forward. Um, it's such a hard thing to do. Trust me. Um, you just gotta continue to push, continue to push, continue to push, and know that everything will be okay. And that's what I feel like I'm here to do in life, is to encourage and push people, and just in my own little Kendrick way. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think I would love that. And there's this particular Alan story, because my dad's name is Alan. Um, I mean, if I took off my shirt, I would show him, my tattoo. But um, there's a particular Alan story that I've purposely have not told anyone about, that I'm saving for that moment on TED Talk, so everybody in the world can receive the message at once. Um, so yeah, man, and I'm a man of my word. I'm never going to speak about that until that moment comes. And so, yeah, man, TED Talk. I want to do that, convey my message, and show the people and tell the people that knows what it's like, not the people that don't know, people that knows what it's like to see your mom in the casket, to see your dad in the casket at such an early age, from you know maybe 5 to like 20 or 18. You know what I'm saying? You're young, you're still a kid, and now you have to navigate life without the man in your life, the woman in your life. You know what I'm saying? That help put you in this world, help guide you, help protect you, and showed you what this life is, and now you have to do this life without them. That's tough. That's real tough. But yeah, I would love to do that, man. But yeah, man, goals, 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 goals. I spoke about my internship, a TED Talk. How to navigate through life without your parent. Writing scripts. I love doing that. Might have to start doing that again. And you never know what may comes. You never know what may come out of that. You know what I'm saying? I want to, write, produce, stuff like that. That's pretty cool. I love films. Um, Continue to remember why you do what you do. Remember your why. Never stop chasing your goals, man. And remember why you do what you do. You know, and just know that feeling depressed isn't a bad thing. Feeling like a failure is not a bad thing. Just gotta remember. Um, Going back, Kim K. What did Kim K say? You didn't go this far. You didn't come this far just to go this far. Come this far, right? So remember all that, man. Remember that. It's okay to feel that way, but never forget the goal, never forget the mission, never forget the duty and the responsibility that you have to be on this earth. We all here for a reason. Just gotta remember and know why you are here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So this goes to my main goal in life as far as career wise, which is broadcaster, commentator, interviewer, anything, analyst for the WWE. WWE, man. I love this company, man. I love this company. I've been watching this since I was 7, 8 years old, and I don't plan on stopping. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, I mentioned earlier Cena's retirement, man. What's my personal John Cena retirement tour expectations? I don't really have too much expectations like that for real. It's just I know for I just know he gonna bring back the Doctor of Thugonomics one more time for the folks. You know what I'm saying? And it just so happens he will be coming back when WWE's on Netflix. So you know, maybe, just maybe, that 2006 John come back, that straight savage when he was talking about Edge, Lita, you know what I'm saying? Just trashing him. That ain't gonna be PG. That ain't gonna be PG at all. All right, no. I think he's gonna come back like that, like that. PG 14, not PG, yeah, PG 14, TV 14, yeah, he gonna come back with that. That Cena, not the PG Cena. I'm talking about TV 14 Cena that came out and just y'all know, y'all know, y'all know, right? I feel like that's gonna make a return, and I'll be very excited for that. You know what I'm saying? We're very excited about that. Um, like I said, man, I'm excited, man. I'm excited for this tour. I'm not ready for Cena to go because like that's my favorite of all time. Absolute favorite of all time. Don't want him to go, but when it's it. Cena's time's coming up to be done. I'm not prepared for that, man. You know what I'm saying? I knows my guy. Cena's my guy, man. My hero growing up. And he's cynic cynic what is the word, bro? I'm emotional right now, man. He had the personification. He was the personification to me to, be yourself, and it's okay to be yourself. Um, even when you are, even when you feel like you're alone and you're around people, it's okay to feel that. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to do what's best for the person that you see in the mirror every day. Hustle, loyalty, and respect. Feel what I'm saying? If you want something, come get something. Be you, be yourself. It's okay to do that. You don't have to follow a crowd. You don't got to do none of that, man. So, Cena taught me that growing up. You know what I'm saying? And I hated every single person, absolutely every single person that went up against him. So for the longest time, I hated Triple H. I hated Shawn Michaels. I hated CM Punk. I hated Edge. I hated Randy Orton. I hated all. Oh my God, Great Khali. I hated all these people because they went up against my hero, my guy. You know what I'm saying? And I wasn't feeling them. I wasn't feeling any of them, man. So I'm not ready for John to go. But it's gonna be crazy, man. I saw Cena. I saw Cena once, bro. I saw Cena once at a live event in Charlotte. Um, it was like 2021. Yeah, it was let's see. I think the last live event before Roman Reigns' and John Cena's match at SummerSlam for the title. Like I said, 2021. It was the main event. It was Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns, Usos against Ray and Dom Mysterio. This is before Dirty Dom and Cena. It was a six-man tag to end the night. Seen the Usos before. Seen Roman before. It was my first time seeing Ray and Dom. That was cool. You know what I'm saying? Not the disrespect. It was cool to see. It was for real cool to see them. Um, well, I was there for Cena, man. First time seeing John, bro. Um, oh my God, man. My God, bro. See, oh my God, man. And I cry, man. I cry seeing my goat. He's my personal favorite of all time. Um, he's one of the greatest. One of the greatest. And I ain't ready for him to go, man. I ain't ready for him to go. But yeah, bro. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. But man, let's finish up, man, with this WWE stuff, man. Before I start crying for real. Uh, my top five matches in WWE so far in 2024. It's been a lot of great matches so far in the WWE that I've loved, that I've enjoyed. Um, but here's my top five so far, currently right now, as we are recording, my top five WWE matches of oh, not all time, but in 2024 right now, currently. An honorable mention, a match that, I mean, it delivered. Yeah, it delivered. You know what I'm saying? Um, a lot of implications came with the ending of this match, and a lot of star power, man. A lot of star power that came into this match, and it was really good. It was really, really, really good. I enjoyed it. Of course, I'm talking about night one of WrestleMania 40 main event. You have the star power of the final boss, the final boss. Not Roman, The Rock, Dwayne, The Rock Johnson, the final boss, The Rock, and the then undisputed WWE Universal Champion Roman Reigns against the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes and Seth freaking Rollins, who was the World Heavyweight Champion at the time. This match was just amazing, man. Everybody was on their feet from start to finish, and it was amazing. Was it a bit predictable? Yeah, of course. Of course, of course, The Rock and Roman Reigns had to win to make night two interesting. Bloodline rules. Without bloodline rules, it would be no John Cena interfering. It would have not been no Undertaker. You know what I'm saying? No Rock. That whole amazing sequence would have never happened if it wasn't for the ending of this match. So was it a bit predictable? Absolutely. But the match itself was amazing. It was great. It was awesome. But it didn't make the list. If I was saying my top 10, I mean, of course it was to be in there, but this is my top five. This is my top five, right? So what's number five on my list? Number five is Trick Williams defending his NXT championship at NXT Heat Wave earlier this year in a fatal four-way against Ethan Page, Shawn Spears, and Javon Evans. This fatal four-way match was arguably the greatest fatal four-way match that I've ever seen in my life. It had action, it had storytelling, great moves throughout. And hmm, I feel like the best man won this match. I think the right choice was to put the title on Ethan Page because before this match, I think like Ethan Page had like he already had like two matches already against Trick, if not one or two. Because I know they had a match before. I can't remember the PLE before Heat Wave, but I remember for sure Ethan and Trick made event another PLE and Trick won. So Ethan Page was already on borrowed time as far as being in the main event picture and having world title shots. He already had a chance. He attacked Trick to even debut at NXT. So he was already kind of like on the clock as far as constantly getting the matches. So I feel like, Shawn Michaels and the crew made the right decision of putting the title on Page and continue to develop Trick, continue to put Shawn Spears on the map, and continue to develop Jerron Evans. He's still a young pup, still a young dog in the game. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously he wasn't going to win. You know what I mean? Because it's too early. You know what I'm saying? But he had a great showing. That boy bouncy. That boy bouncy. But yeah, he was amazing in this match. Through and through, great match, awesome match, loved it. Number four, WrestleMania 40, Night 2. Io Sky defending her WWE Women's Championship against Bailey. This was a awesome through and through match. The storytelling was there with Damage Control, Io Sky and the crew, you know, um, not treating Bailey as the leader as she once was. She created Damage Control. She brought in Dakota Kai. She brought in Io Sky. But once Kairi Sane came in, now and Oscar, that's when people, they started acting weird towards Bailey. Like, shoot, Io Sky, like, I got my people here now. I was like, wait, I don't need you. I don't need you, bro. I don't need you. You're nothing, right? Especially when she got the title and cashed in on Bianca Belair last year SummerSlam. Oh yeah, you know what I mean. I don't need you, Bailey, right? But the hero story was there for Bailey, and remembering who the heck Bailey is. Do you not know who Bailey? Bro, she's one of the four horsewomen. Four horsewomen. Are you serious? Probably the most consistent four horsewomen, right? Charlotte's on the shelf. Who knows when she comes back? Mercedes killing in AEW, right? But not on a scale that Bailey is doing it here in WWE. Becky Lynch on the shelf. Who knows she's coming back? Is there even an argument? Is there even a conversation? Are you for real? Right? So this match was awesome. I loved it. And it was really, 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 really good for it. For a women's match, this was top tier, top notch. And the right woman won. And Bailey getting the title and having that moment, having that WrestleMania moment, you know what I'm saying, in front of the Philadelphia crowd. It was great. It was awesome. Same PLE, WrestleMania 40, night one, number three greatest WWE match so far in WWE for me is Gunther defending his Intercontinental Championship against Sami Zayn, and Sami Zayn dethroning Gunther for that title and ending his 666-day reign, the longest reign for the Intercontinental Championship of all time, defeating Gunther at the show of shows. This showed a whole nother layer, another whole nother tier of Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn has always been that pure underdog and doing whatever he has to do to win, just in a clean way. Um, and just believing in him, pushing that pavement and fighting his way to stardom. Going up against Gunther, one who is the absolute future of the WWE. Everybody was saying, this is no disrespect. It's no disrespect. You know what I'm saying? But guys like Omos, guys like Gable Stevenson, guys like Austin Theory, um, were all once said, "Oh, they are the future of the WWE." Omos is barely on TV. I can't even tell you the last time he was on TV. Gabriel Stevens not even in the WWE no more. He went to the NFL. Um, and Austin Theory, he's just not there yet. That crowd connection is not there yet. But they're building towards this feud to the eventual feud with him and Grayson Waller and pushing Austin Theory as a babyface. I think as a babyface, he can finally have that, that good guy feel and having that look and that presence to be the future. You know what I'm saying? He started out as a heel, continue to be a heel. I've never seen Austin Theory as a babyface yet. So I feel like a change of scenery of characters is needed for Austin and possibly putting him up there with Braun Breaker, with Gunther as the pure, bona fide future of the WWE, right? So it was I'm pretty sure no one imagined Sami Zayn winning that match like at all, like at all, bruh, at all, bruh. But he beat the odds. He defeated Gunther, bro. He defeated Gunther. That's insane. That's crazy work. Crazy work. So and just the storytelling within that match, man, it was top notch. I loved it. Number two. I mean, need I say more? You know what I'm saying? Backlash, 2024, the main event. Cody Rhodes going against Cody Rhodes, the American Nightmare, going up against my second favorite wrestler of all time, the phenomenal AJ Styles. This match, man. Oh my God. Storytelling, wrestling ability, crowd work. Now the build to it was kind of, the promos, it was straight, but it's Cody Rhodes and it's AJ Styles. So we knew the actual match was gonna be crazy and top tier. 5 stars. 5 stars. 5 star match, bro. 5 star match, bro. And well deserved. Well deserved. It's Cody Rhodes. It's AJ Styles, right? I love this match. It was great. It was awesome. It was phenomenal. And the right man won. Cody deserved his reign. And for that match to be his first defense, televised, defense of the title since winning at WrestleMania, that kind of set the tone, right? That set the tone for his reign and what was to come. Eventually going up against Logan Paul at King and Queen in the ring, going up against Solo Sikoa at SummerSlam, going up against um, Kevin Owens just this past bash in Berlin. Um, so it was really good. I loved it. Um, and that begs you to ask this question like, what's next? Is it going to be Kevin Owens and AJ, and it's going to be a Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens part 2 and Bad Blood? When is Kevin Owens going to turn? You know, you ask yourself these questions. You ask yourself these questions. It's very valuable, very important. But yeah, as far as the match itself, Backlash, AJ Styles, Cody, amazing. And that goes to my number one favorite match or best match in 2024 to me. It's a no-brainer. WrestleMania Night 2 main event. Roman Reigns who was holding the championship for 1,136 days. That's 4 years, bruh. That's approximately 4 years, bruh. 4 years. Could nobody defeat this man? You got legends, you have superstars, you have Hall of Famers that stepped up to this man and could not beat him. Brock Lesnar, John Cena, Kevin Owens. I just spoke about Kevin Owens, Logan Paul, Finn Balor, Edge, Seth Rollins. Nobody. Cesaro, Dan Bryan. Nobody could beat this man. Nobody. Jey Uso. No. Nobody, bro. No. But LA Knight, AJ Styles, Randy Orton. Nobody could defeat this man. Like nobody, man. He defeated Rey Mysterio. He defeated Eric Montez Ford. Nobody could defeat this dude, right? He was on the. he- I keep talking about mountaintops throughout this whole entire video. He is the mountaintop. He ain't just on it. He is the mountaintop. Roman Reigns, right? And he defeated everybody, and including Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania 39 in Hollywood. But things changed. WrestleMania 40, right? And they went back to back with it. WrestleMania 40, Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns from 39. And my expectations for this match was amazing. It was great. Um Throughout, I thought it was gonna be just as good, if not better than 39. And that it did. Adding the stipulation of bloodline rules. Um, it was good. It was just poetic, you know. I'm starting to see a trend with, the 10 mark of WrestleManias. WrestleMania 10, 20, 30, 40. These 10-year marks, there's always have to be some type of um, amazing moment that changes the game. WrestleMania 40, Cody Rhodes finishing the story, saying with the help of John Cena and The Undertaker. All right. WrestleMania 30, Daniel Bryan um, defeating defeated three Hall of Famers in one night. Randy Orton, Batista, and Triple H. That's evolution, bro. That's evolution. WrestleMania 20, Eddie Guerrero, Chris Benoit. You know, um, amazing moment. WrestleMania 10, I think it was Bret Hart, right? I think it was Bret Hart. Bret Hart had his moment, and it was awesome. It was great, you know. Um, and that looks makes you look forward to WrestleMania 50. What's going to happen in WrestleMania 50? Right? Who's going to be that next star? Gunther, Braun Breaker. They gonna have their moments. Austin Theory, right? So WrestleMania 40 main event was just it was a movie. It was cinema. Um, just picture perfect. Could nobody you just had to be there. Whether you was actually there in Philly witnessing that moment or just in your couch, in your living room or your bedroom or out somewhere in public watching, that was a moment for us wrestling fans that we probably won't see again until WrestleMania 50, right? Um, so it was awesome. It was phenomenal. Very enjoyable moment. And Cody finally won't finish the story because I resonate with Cody, you know. Um, Speaking about my dad, right? Um, you know, I know what it's like to lose a father and try to do whatever you have to do to fit that footsteps and carry a legacy and finish your own story about while also trying to carve out your own. You know what I mean? You don't want to completely live within, someone's that's not here's shadows. You have to also carve out your own path while also carrying that legacy. You know what I'm saying? And that's what Cody did. He betted on himself and left the WWE and carved out his own legacy, going to Ring of Honor, going to Japan, creating with the assist of creating AEW, right? And doing what he did there and finally realizing that it's time to come back home. Took 2 years, but he finally finished the story at the biggest stage in wrestling, period, and did his thing. Did his thing. I loved it. Cody Rhodes, my top five as far as like my favorites of all time. You know what I mean? But those are my top five matches in WWE so far in 2024. Man, this was a great video. I enjoyed it, man. I hope you guys enjoyed something. I hope you guys enjoyed it and learned something about anything about myself, yourself. So yeah, man. Conversations with yours truly, Kendrick McKnight. Conversations with yours truly, Kendrick McKnight. And this is the crazy part. This is part one, right? I did part two. I did parts in conversations with Kendrick in 11, and I'm gonna do parts for 12 when I'm by myself. And part two is gonna be a little deep. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. All I'm gonna say about that is, it's gonna be about family. Me wanting my own family, one day, which is a goal, which is a dream of mine. Um, but I'm a bit scared. You know what I mean? I'm a bit in my head about it as far as wanting to be perfect and wanting to, you know, be the greatest dad in the world. And I know it's not going to be like that. Um, but yeah, I save all that. But yeah, it's just part two is going to be about kids and the standards and the principles that I want to lay in for my kids, and not wanting to be that F word that I spoke about earlier, and being a failure to my kids and being scared and intimidated that I might be, or I just want to be good enough for them, you know. So that's it. That's all. Make sure you guys watch part two whenever I do record it. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed part one. Make sure you guys like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel for more content. Until my next one. Yes, sir.